4 years ago, the return of the Taliban was celebrated in Pakistan. Today, that celebration has evolved into a billion-dollar strategic nightmare, violently slamming shut the doors on regional trade. Border clashes are now a routine occurrence, and Islamabad alleges that Kabul provides sanctuary to militant groups that launch frequent deadly attacks across the frontier. Evidence of this stalled commerce is everywhere. Thousands of cargo vehicles are frozen at militarized transit points, unable to move goods through territory that has become a security dead zone. With annual trade losses now exceeding $1 billion, the cost of political loyalty has become unsustainable. To stop the fiscal bleeding, Pakistan is quietly redrawing the trade map of Asia. At stake is the economic future of Central Asia, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, Tajikistan, and Kyrgyzstan. These five nations sit atop a rare concentration of natural wealth, including vast reserves of oil, natural gas, uranium, and gold. But geography has imposed a strict limit on this wealth. These nations are entirely landlocked, separated from the global ocean market by thousands of miles of foreign territory. Historically, the solution was straightforward. Trade flowed south, using Afghanistan as a land bridge to reach the deepwater ports of the Indian Ocean. This route relied on high-capacity logistics hubs like Torkham and Chaman, border crossings designed to process the heavy volume of freight moving between Central Asia and the coast. Persistent attacks from groups like the TTP have rendered these arteries unusable. In response, Pakistan has signaled plans to permanently close these traditional crossings by the end of 2025. Faced with the total collapse of the Afghan route, Islamabad is now engineering extensive highway networks to bypass the mountains of Afghanistan entirely. The first bypass strategy loops trade westward. Instead of crossing the Afghan frontier, Central Asian cargo is now routed through eastern Iran. Freight enters Pakistan at the Gwadar Rimdan junction in Balochistan, creating a new primary entry point for international transit. This route leads directly to the deep water infrastructure of Gwadar Port, where goods are loaded onto global shipping lines for their final leg. This shift bypasses Kabul's tax authority entirely. The road tolls, trucking contracts, and warehousing fees that once supported the Afghan economy are now flowing into Tehran. By providing the physical corridor for this trade, Iran is transforming itself into a central, highly profitable logistics hub for the region. The second bypass moves north, utilizing the high-altitude Karakoram Highway to reach Central Asia through Chinese territory. This corridor relies on the Sost dry port. Located deep inland, it functions as a full-service maritime terminal, handling customs, container logistics, and high-volume warehousing without a drop of water in sight. This is the new Northern Gateway, where Central Asian freight enters Pakistan through a high-security link that avoids the instability of the Afghan mountains. The Quadrilateral Traffic and Transit Agreement provides the legal framework for this move, allowing Pakistan, China, Kazakhstan, and Kyrgyzstan to standardize their trade protocols. When geopolitical interests align, even the world's most difficult mountain ranges are no longer a barrier to commerce. For Afghanistan, the loss of this trade is catastrophic. The country is being stripped of transit revenue and pushed into total strategic isolation. Iran is the primary beneficiary, gaining regional leverage and a steady stream of new logistics income. China too secures a significant victory. This bypass strengthens the Belt and Road Initiative and accelerates the economic integration of its western Xinjiang region. The collapse of the traditional Afghan route is actively concentrating wealth and influence in the hands of the surrounding Asian powers. India is watching this shift closely. The emergence of these new Pakistan-led corridors is forcing New Delhi to secure its own access to the Central Asian markets. India's counter-strategy utilizes Iran's Chabahar port bypassing Pakistan to connect with the international north-south transport corridor. Pakistan is insulating its logistics networks from the instability of its neighbors, evolving into a high-security calculated gateway for regional freight. As Pakistan redraws the trade map to bypass its former allies, will Afghanistan survive this economic isolation? Share your thoughts in the comments.